Hey guys, my name's Joey Gagne. I decided to do a video, like a vlog, to you guys instead of a PowerPoint, so you could kind of see like a face to a name for this class since it's online. So the first question is watch and respond the TED Talk by Green and give your opinion of his talk and why you agree with, if you agree with it or disagree with it. I enjoyed this TED Talk by Green. Really opened my eyes to the social progress as a global problem and not just a U.S. problem. I agree that using the People's Report Card will bring a brighter light to those in power and help make their performance more visual. Wealthy countries like China and the US will not want to see that they're getting scored a C minus when less wealthy countries are getting better grades. I do think, however, that countries still will not care for their citizens. Their main focus is money. They do not care for their citizens if they're starving or undereducated. As I like to be an optimist, I don't think we're going to reach the goal by 2030 because money and greed are still rule in this world. The next section of question was to review the website that we were assigned and describe one person who has made a positive impact in this world and what we can learn from them. Um, I'm at Castleton right now, and I'm going to be graduating in a couple weeks on May 13th, and hopefully I have a job in law enforcement, being a police officer. So since my passion to become a police officer, I looked into Sister Helen Prigine, who became an outspoken activist against capital punishment and advocate for murder victims' families. Reading the reflections on her work, we can learn that compassion to all human beings need to be offered. She gave peace and comfort to those in society who had been thrown away. And if these people had the compassion, they may have not committed the crimes in the first place. I want to work with, I want to focus my career on community policing, work with poor communities to give them guidance to young children before they grow up and have a hatred toward the police. Hope that I can guide the youth with my compassion and make a positive impact in this world. So that's my goal. The next set of questions was give your opinion. What can the U.S. What can you do to make the U.S. a better place by 2030? And reference one source assigned or unassigned. So after listening to the TED Talk by Green, the U.S. can make the world a better place by using some of their economic growth to help their social progress with programs such as free education, hunger programs, and making sure that the environment isn't suffering with all the wealth, like more air and water pollution. Having workplaces offer more stress relief programs so workers exercise their health and avoid obesity, which comes hand in hand with economic growth. They also need to use their world standing to help set the global mandates so weaker countries cannot get away with abusing their citizens. Lastly, the U.S. needs to become more tolerant and accepting. Solving those problems will increase the social progress of our People's Report Card score and have a huge impact on the world. The last set of questions for this part of questions is what can I do personally to make the world a better place by 2030? Besides going into the field as law enforcement to make an impact on society, I think I can also help the world become a better place by reading labels and purchasing items that are 100% made in the U.S. Referencing shipping industry assignment from earlier a couple weeks ago on apparel that has been shipped from several different countries like fabric and buttons. These shipments are ruining the ocean waters, and the shipping regulations globally are ruining the social progress of poorer countries that allow the vessels to register through their country's flags. Helping to elect officials into our governments that see the global issues could be very important. Backing those who can work with other countries and put regulations in place for poor countries and not the health and welfare of their citizens and putting them in jeopardy to make more money for themselves.